Hello everyone, welcome back to Peduli Ilmu Official YouTube channel with me Zahra, and today we will learn about now and then. Okay, we have 4 activities today. The first one is simple present, the second one is present continuous, and the third one simple past, and the last one is past continuous. Jadi ini merupakan jenis-jenis dari tenses yang digunakan untuk membuat sebuah kalimat yang mencantumkan waktu. Oke, nanti penjelasan lebih lanjutnya. Kita mulai dari activity 1, simple present tense. Oke, pay attention. Rani and Windy are talking about the weather. Rani dan Windy sedang membicarakan tentang weather atau cuaca. The sentences in the dialogue above are in the form of present tense or simple present tense. Jadi kalimat tadi yang udah saya bacakan itu merupakan contoh kalimat yang menggunakan present tense atau simple present tense. The simple present tense is one of several forms of present tense in English. It is used to describe habits, unchanging situations, general truth, and fixed arrangement. The simple present tense is simple to form. Just use the base form of the verb. I take, you take, we take, they take. The third person singular takes an S at the end, like he, she, or it. We use addition S or ES at the end. Jadi simple present tense itu adalah salah satu contoh dari present tense di bahasa Inggris yang menjelaskan tentang habits, unchanging situation, general truths, and fixed arrangement. Yang menjelaskan tentang habit atau kegiatan yang dilakukan secara berulang-ulang, unchanging situation atau situasi yang tidak akan dirubah, atau plan, terus general truth atau fakta umum, dan fixed arrangement atau arrangement yang udah tidak akan diganti lagi. Dan simple present tense itu adalah simple to form. Jadi ini adalah form paling simple dari present tense karena cuma menggunakan subject dan verb satu aja. For example, I take, you take, we take, they take. Dan kalau untuk he, she, dan it, kalian bisa menambahkan S atau ES di belakang verbnya. Okay, the simple present tense is used to express habits, general truths, repeated action, or unchanging situations, emotion, and wishes. Okay, the example is, the first one, I work out. This is a habit, so it uses simple present tense. I work out. And I live in Semarang. Semarang is very hot. Nah, ini adalah contoh dari penggunaan habit, unchanging situation, atau general truth yang menggunakan simple present tense. Yang kedua, to give instructions or directions. For example, open the window. Itu menggunakan simple present tense. Or mix the ingredients and then bake for 20 minutes. Yang ketiga, to express fixed arrangement in present or future. Jadi untuk mengekspresikan sebuah fixed arrangement itu bisa menggunakan simple present tense. For example, the office opens at 8 a.m. The flight is on 5:30 tomorrow. Itu. Selanjutnya, forming the simple present tense. Ada 3 jenis kalimat. Yang pertama ada afirmatif atau positif form. Yang kedua ada negatif atau negative form, dan interrogatif atau kalimat pertanyaan. Nah, di sini perbandingannya untuk I study, di negatifnya itu I do not study. Terus karena study itu adalah melakukan sebuah kegiatan, jadi kita menggunakan do sebagai be-nya. I do not study. Nah, untuk interrogatif kita menggunakan do di depan. Itu untuk menanyakan, do I study? Like that. And the second one is you study. You do not study. And the interrogative one is do you study? He studies. He does not study. Does he study? And etc. You can read it by yourself. Okay? And the notes. In the third person singular, the verb always ends in S. Nah, ini contohnya it studies atau she studies. Jadi karena bentuk subjeknya di sini adalah third person singular, nah maka ditambahi S atau ES di belakang verbnya. Kalau the first person itu kan cuma I study, nggak ada ES-nya. Kalau she, he, it itu di belakangnya ditambahi ES, studies. Okay, and the next one, he works, she goes, he takes, she lives. Ini adalah contohnya. And yang terakhir, negative and question forms use does plus the infinitive verb. And then the next one, verbs ending in Y, the third person changes to Y to IES. For example, fly to flies, cry to cries. Tulisannya kayak gitu, you can read it. And the exception is there is a vowel before the Y. Misal play, jadi ternyata tetap plays. Pray tetap praise. And add ES to verbs ending in SS, XS, SH dan CH, like he passes, she catches, he fixes, it pushes. And for example, father goes to the field every morning, mother likes cooking, the baby cries at her bed, my sister plays volleyball very well. Contohnya, pay attention, the simple present tense is used to express habitual through repeated action or unchanging situations, emotion and wishes, and to give instruction or direction, and to express fixed arrangement in the future or in present. And this is the vocabularies. You can pause and read it by yourself. The next one is activity 2, present continuous tense. When someone uses the present continuous, they are thinking about something that is unfinished or incomplete. Ketika seseorang menggunakan present continuous itu berarti apa yang mereka lakukan itu tuh belum selesai. Hal yang mereka lakukan itu belum selesai. Misalnya, to describe an action that is going on at this moment. The students are playing basketball. Jadi murid-muridnya di waktu orang ini ngomong mereka lagi memainkan bola basket, itu lagi kejadian gitu. Kejadian itu sedang dilakukan dan belum selesai, masih kejadian. The woman is bringing an umbrella. Arif is singing a sad song. Itu contohnya. The second one is to describe an action that is going on during this period of time. Jadi dalam suatu periode waktu, misalnya di generasi sekarang itu kan internet itu kan masif digunakan oleh orang-orang. Di sini ada contohnya, internet user is increasing rapidly. Nah, karena di waktu ini lagi kejadian, jadi ini menggunakan present continuous tense. Dan untuk interrogatifnya, are you still studying in Yogyakarta? Itu contohnya. And the next one is to describe an action or event in the future which has already been planned or prepared. For example, they are leaving for Sydney tonight. I am having an exam tomorrow. Is he playing tennis this afternoon? And the next one is to describe and emphasize a continuing series or repeated action. Biasanya diakhiri atau ada always, forever, constantly itu di kalimatnya. You are always having problem with the kids. She is constantly wearing that clothes. Notes-nya, the present continuous of any verb is composed of two parts, the present tense of the verb to be plus the present participle of the main verb. The form of the present participles is base plus ing. Jadi kayak tadi, living, having, playing, and wearing, dan yang lain. Nah, ini adalah bentuk afirmatif atau positif, negatif, dan interrogatif. You can pause and read it by yourself and see the difference between affirmative, negative, and interrogative, and also the first person and the third person, the different about it. Okay, and the next one is vocabularies. You can pause and read it by yourself. And then activity 2, we have simple past tense. Okay, the simple past tense is used to talk about a complete action in the time before now. The simple past is basic form of past tense in English. The time of the action can be in the recent past or the distant past, and action duration is not important. You always use the simple past when you say when something happened, so it is associated with certain past time expression. The first one is frequency. Jadi kayak often, sometimes, always. I often walked to the office. Sometimes I cook my own meal. The second one, a definite point in time. Last week, when I was a child, yesterday, 6 weeks ago. Itu karena dari keterangan waktunya itu tuh udah kelewat, maka menggunakan past tense. For example, we visited grandma last month. She graduated last year. They went to the zoo yesterday, and etc. The third one, an indefinite point in time. The other day, ages ago, a long time ago. I met him a long time ago. Itu contohnya. Susie bought the house in 2010. Susie telah membeli rumah di tahun 2010. Note, the word ago is a useful way of expressing the distance into the past. It is placed after the period of time, like a week ago, 3 years ago, a minute ago. And we have formula atau rumus untuk membuat simple past tense, yaitu subject plus verb plus ed. Nah, untuk yang belakangnya verb ditambah ed ini adalah khusus untuk regular verbs. Di luar regular verbs itu tidak bisa menggunakan plus ed. Contoh dari regular verb adalah studied. Awalnya study, jadi verb 2 jadi studied, ditambah ed di belakang. Kalau kita menggunakan kata yang irregular atau kata yang tidak beraturan, misalnya go. Go itu nggak bisa jadi goed, tapi menggunakan when untuk verb 2-nya. Karena itu adalah kata kerja tidak beraturan atau irregular verbs. Kalian bisa nyari perbedaan antara regular verbs dan irregular verbs. Kalau regular verbs itu cukup ditambah ed di belakang, kalau irregular verbs kalian harus menghafalkan perbedaan antara verb 1 dan verb 2-nya. Oke, nah ini adalah contoh dari irregular verbs. Ini kalian bisa dibaca ya. Jadi ternyata di sini ada contohnya, jadi kalian tidak perlu mencari, atau mungkin yang belum ada di sini kalian bisa mencari sendiri. You can pause this video and you can read it by yourself. Okay? And then the simple past tense is used to talk about completed action in the time before now. You always use the simple past when you say when something happened, so it's associated with certain past time expression. Okay, this explanation is same with the explanation before, so I will skip this. This is vocabulary, you can read it by yourself. And then activity 2, past continuous. The past continuous describe action or event in the time for now, which began in the past and is still going on at the time of speaking. In other words, it expresses an unfinished or incomplete action in the past. Jadi, ada sesuatu hal atau activity yang belum selesai, tapi itu di masa lampau. Jadi belum selesainya itu di masa lampau. Entah itu udah selesai atau belum, yang penting belum selesai di masa lampau. Ya, seperti itu. It is used to describe the background in a story written in the past tense. To describe an unfinished action what is interrupted by another event or action. To express a change of mind and to make a very polite request. You can read the example. And the past continuous of any verb is composed of two parts. The past tense of the verb to be, like was or were, and the base of the main verb plus ing. I was studying. Jadi, misal nih, aku kedatangan teman. Terus aku tuh nggak jawab, temen itu tuh manggil-manggil namaku, aku nggak jawab. Terus dia pergi. Terus besoknya kita ketemu. Si temen itu tanya, kenapa kok kemarin kamu nggak jawab waktu aku panggil-panggil gitu. Terus akunya menjawab, I was studying gitu. Waktu itu aku lagi belajar gitu. Nah, itu contohnya. And we have vocabularies, you can read by yourself. Oke. Jadi materi kali ini lumayan panjang ya. Dan thank you for your attention. I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you understand what I'm saying. And see you in the next video.